The crew is gathering to figure out what to do to defeat Boone. Boone appears, and instead of directly attacking the group, he uses pieces of their friends and loved ones to resurrect a clone of them. The clones attack the group. Every time they were defeated, their soul was released. Midway through the battle, Agrippa gets a note in his pocket and is suddenly dragged to hell. Baba casts Enlarge on Craig, and after the spell is done, Craig proceeds to say to Boone,
"Look, I'm just as big as you."
Boone casts Bone Melt on Craig, reducing to a pile of muscle. Seeing that Craig was immobile in a high-stress situation, Twilight uses her sickle to carve him into a cloak. Later in the fight, Agrippa arrives back by riding atop Riot with the primal son of Pride, who is willing to fight with us against Boone. After getting rid of the last clone, Calic, Baba, and a soldier were thrown onto Boone's back with the help of Riot. They explode Boone's back with the help of explosives, and expose his weak spot. Arn gets a vision of Boone blasting a high-powered beam towards the town. Kane, Arn, Yogar, and Twilight teleport inside the 100 feet limit area away from the beam. They all unfortunately teleport to an area surrounded by undead. Arn gets a vision of Twilight holding her sickle to Kane. Everyone singularly has the choice to stay and fight in the battle, or leave and time travel back a few weeks guided by clockwork angels. The group, Kane, Arn, Yogar, and Twilight, decide to go back in time. Kane, in that decision, is overridden into a regular person, time traveling for the last time. 4 weeks ago, right before the peasant attack, Arn, Twilight, and Yogar appear in the teleport room. While that is happening, Belrin and Twilight from the other room are rewritten from the timeline. Kellic, walking out of the kitchen, notices that someone is in the teleport room and opens the door, revealing everyone. Everyone is questioning their origin and on edge about who just appeared. They all conversate a bit, talking about who they are and why they came there. Yogar goes around the room whispering in everyone's ear except Kilgore's and DeLorean's. Baba slings his weapon towards the back of Kilgore's head, and suddenly, everyone starts to attack Kilgore. Kilgore, being injured from his previous encounter, is heavily damaged from this and was not able to fight back. Kilgore, after the constant pummeling, is finished by Twilight. DeLorean and Kellic were distraught after the death of Kilgore. Kellic understood that it needed to happen, but was still on edge about it since Kilgore was his father. DeLorean didn't participate in the killing and was watching, stunned. The Yogar and DeLorean have a heated conversation about the ramifications of Kilgore's life and death and the future of DeLorean. DeLorean had major gripes because he never got to say goodbye, and it was a quick moment's decision where everything was lost in a blink of an eye. Yogar, being from the future, knows that if he didn't die now, Kilgore would have soiled the future. DeLorean goes to his mind library to cool down, his limp body falling to the ground. The DeLorean is then picked up and carried to Kilgore's bed by Kellic. Baba checks in the DeLorean, and there are tears running down his cheek. Baba hugs him. The DeLorean opens his eyes and hugs back. And that is where the stream ends. Thank you guys for tuning in to Wrapping Up the Rapture. Also, extra thanks to all of those who are on my Patreon. You guys are a big help. The link to that will be in the description. Thank you guys once again.